Okay, we are live. I was just going to say it feels like forever since I got to do this with you guys, and it really does feel like it's been forever. It's been a long time. So we've either had Linnea or rebroadcasting or something, but it hasn't been me. So, hi. I know that there's some people who are planning on coming on, and I'm going to just chatter, I guess, until people come on for a while. So just a wee bit of marking time. I will say this, that today is finally, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. This is the first day in how many weeks? Today's Tuesday, so a week, 10 days. It's the first time in over 2 weeks that I am not testing positive for COVID. I still have a little something, something. You might be hearing that in my voice. I do still have some symptoms, but boy, are they muted down compared to what it was. I'm going to say something meant for health and not politically, but I'm very clear that if I did not have the vaccine and the boosters in my body that I do, I would have been one of the statistics. I would have been dead. I was really pretty sick. And I wasn't sick because of the boosters and the vaccine. I was sick because even though I had those, I still caught the new variant BA5. And along with, God, we had our 4th level course, and ultimately it ended up being 16 out of 18 of us got sick. That's a lot. So we had our own little mini super spreader. On the downside, we all got sick. On the medium side, some of us more, some of us less. On the not so good side, some of us still have something going on. I just talked with somebody else, two people last night who were part of that group, who still have some symptoms, and it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. So I'm very grateful to the men and women who have actually invented the vaccines and the boosters and got them pushed through as quickly as they did, and poured their heart and soul into literally helping to save humanity. And I am one of those who's lucky enough to have been saved as a result of their work. So if you are an anti-vaxxer out there listening to this, I want to say, if you want me dead, I would be the kind of person who would listen to you saying, don't get a vaccine. But I needed the vaccine, and I needed the boosters. And as soon as I am long enough past this beat to be able to get the next one, I will be getting the next one. And I will get them every year, however often they are coming out. And I'm not really trying to die. So I'm trying to be able to live my life. And so that's that. And I will also say, as many have said before me, actually having COVID, it's not fun. It's really not fun. So some people get it very lightweight, like the symptoms, it's just not a big deal. It's like having the flu or having a bad cold. I was not in that category. And I'm very clear that nobody knows what category they're in when they get COVID until they've actually gotten it and find out this really was horrible, or this was like, okay, but survivable, or it was nothing. And I know people all across the board, and I know people who have lost their lives. So as a more than strongly held opinion at this point, again, I'm very pro vaccines and boosters for COVID because I was really, really, really sick and would not have made it if I didn't have those in my body. So that being said, I'm not completely past it, but I am on the other side of it, which is great. And there we go. I am not. Oh, there we go. Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. I was on the wrong link, so I didn't know who was here or not. And I know Bill is here. Okay, I don't know if anybody else is, but here we go. We're just going to dive into the lesson for today. So I'd like you to take a look. There's a lot of real craziness going on in the world, whether it's Russia with Ukraine or COVID, or they've come out with another vaccine that it looks like if it goes as fully as it can go, it can literally completely eradicate. Oh my God, that was one of the things that happened. All of us, of the 16 of the 18 of us who got sick, it's like brain fog. I'm like, oh my God, all of a sudden there are these words I can't think of. Anyway, malaria. There's a vaccine out now for malaria that if it is funded enough to be widespread enough, because it really means getting it into certain areas, you can literally be a malaria-free world, like a smallpox-free world. There are some people get malaria and it's kind of like getting the flu. It's kind of like what I just said about COVID. Kind of like getting the flu, no big deal. But there are other people where it's literally devastating for their lives. And Billy said hi, and he's shared it to his Facebook page. Thank you. That is an invitation. Please do this. Share this on your Facebook page. You can create a watch party. Okay, so I'd like you to really just take a look. It could be things going on in the world. You could have a political opinion about Trump and the documents. You could have something going on personally in your life that you're having a difficult time dealing with for whatever reasons. And what I would like you to do is actually just bring one, if you can, one of those issues to mind and literally be mindful of it. As you do that, you will be able to see that you have lots of thoughts about it. It could be about the North Korean missile that just was shot over Japan. It could be a relationship in your life. It could be something about your own self or your body. Whatever it is, just notice what you think. And now notice what you feel emotionally about it. Just have an awareness of what that is. And then the next beat is this. Whatever it is that we have going on emotionally and mentally, we also have going on physically. We also have going on in other ways as well, but right now we're going to deal with that. Also, spiritually, ethereally, in wonder, in discovery, in creation. It's in lots of different realms of us being. But for now, let's just hone in on what it is there for you physically. Where does it live in your body? Where in your body can you feel what's going on with you in relationship to this issue, this person, this scenario? And what does it feel like in that part of your body? Just notice what the physical feelings are. And now, just let all that be. And we're going to do a meditation. It is a put love in mindfulness meditation. And we'll see how you are at the end. So go ahead and get settled in. Get yourself nice and cushy comfortable. And start to notice your breathing. Notice if you're holding your breath. And if you are, just relax a little bit. And let yourself breathe all the way into the bottom of your lungs. Your lungs go below your bottom two ribs on each side. There are two ribs called the floating ribs. Your lungs actually go below those. So breathe all the way into the bottom of your lungs. You'll notice when you do that your body expands in a very different way. It will expand forward, out to the sides, and to the back. So if you're wearing any glasses, take those off. And make sure that you have nothing crossed. If you have ankles crossed or legs crossed, uncross your body, your arms. If your hands or fingers are interlaced, just open up and let yourself sit or lie down in a way that your body is open. And then bring your attention back to your breathing. With your attention back on your breathing, focus on bringing that breath all the way into the bottom of your lungs and feel how your belly expands and your ribs expand and your sides expand and your back down around the sacral area in the middle of your back, that all expands too. And that when you exhale, it's easy to just let the air fall out of your body. It's much the way a baby looks when a baby is breathing. You are a body that used to be a baby body, but still functions in the same way with breath. As your belly rises and falls with your inhales and your exhale, as your whole body seems to expand and contract with each inhale and each exhale. Bring your consciousness to your toes, all 10 toes, inside and outside, outside and inside. Focus on the tips of your toes, the base of your toes, all the particles in between the tips and the bases of your toes. Where your toes connect to your feet. And the tops and bottoms and sides of your toes. If there are any calluses or corns or blisters, focus on those as well. Or perhaps you have athlete's foot. Then focus on that. Have your attention be completely on your toes, inside and outside, outside and inside. And now focus on those toes in a way that you are consciously putting love into your toes. Breathe love into your toes. And breathe that in and breathe that out. And now think about the balls of your feet, right foot and left foot, inside and outside. Notice how there is a top to the balls of your feet. Focus on the top of both feet, where your toes meet your foot, right above the balls of your feet, inside and outside. And the bottom, where the balls of your feet are. The right sides of both feet. The left sides of both feet. Are there any bone spurs, bunions, calluses? Bring your consciousness to that. Inside and outside. Put love into all pieces of the balls of your feet, under, over, through and around the balls of your feet, right foot and left foot, inside and outside. And breathe that in. Bring your attention to your insteps and arches. I don't know if I said this. Put love into all pieces of the balls of your feet. Under, over, through, and around the balls of your feet. Right foot and left foot. And breathe that in. And breathe that out. And bring your attention to your insteps and arches. Both feet. All the way to the sides of your feet. Inner foot and outer foot. Inside and outside. Focus on the inside parts of your feet and the bottoms of your feet. Inside and outside. The muscles, the vascular system, the tendons, the skin. And put love into your insteps and arches all the way through. Breathe that in and breathe that out. And now focus your attention on your ankles and heels, ankle bones, and the heels underneath. Achilles tendons going up the backs of your ankles, the fronts of your ankles, inside and outside. If you have plantar fasciitis, focus on that. For any injury with your heels or ankles anywhere, simply focus on that. And put love into your ankles and heels from the center out, all the way through, both right and left, inside and outside. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Move your consciousness up to the calves and shins of your lower legs. The fibula and the tibia, the two bones that make up your shins. Right shin and calf. Left shin and calf. All the veins and the arteries, the muscles, inside and outside. If you have varicose veins or shin splints or anything else that calls your attention with your lower legs, simply place your consciousness on that. Put love into the entirety of your lower legs, right leg and left leg, inside and outside. And breathe that in and breathe that out. And now your knees. Focus on all the ligaments and the tendons in and around and through your knees. And the cartilage. All the solids and the fluids and the air. Both knees. Your left knee and your right knee. Inside and outside. Focus on the patella, your kneecaps, right and left, and on the front and the sides and the backs of your knees. If there are any injuries, previous surgeries, or scars in your knees, if there are any injuries, previous surgeries, or scars in your knee or knees, focus on those. And consciously put love into your knees, inside and outside. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Move your consciousness to your thighs, the large muscles, your quadriceps and hamstrings, your femur and femoral head, which is the top of your femur and the bottom of your hip joint. Just feel your thighs. Just feel your thighs and know your thighs, inside and outside. If there are any injuries or recoveries in your thighs, place your consciousness there and put love into your thighs, outside and inside, all the way through your thighs. Filling your thighs with love. Breathe that in and breathe that out. And now, bring your consciousness to your hips and your buttocks, your pelvic floor, the pubic bone and the pubic arch. And just allow yourself to focus on the muscles, the gluteus maximus and gluteus minimus, both right and left. If you have any injuries or ailments in the bottom of your torso, place your consciousness there. Bring your consciousness to the whole of the bottom of your torso, inside and outside. And put love into the bottom part of your torso. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Now move your attention up to your abdomen and lower back, including your lower intestines and coccyx, the bottom or tailbone of your spine. And your sacral area, the sacral plates and the joints, all the way up to your waist. And all of the joints of your spine, from the tip of your coccyx through the sacral plates, all the way up that whole sacrum to your waist. Bring your attention to the right side and the left side of your sacrum. Bring your attention to the middle. That intention includes your abdomen, your digestive system, reproductive organs, and bladder. Right side, left side, and center. It includes your belly. If there are any injuries, surgeries, or ailments, give those your attention. And simply put love into the lower half of your torso, inside and outside, outside and inside. Breathe that in, breathe that out. Move your consciousness up to your waist, your lower rib area, floating ribs, upper digestive system, diaphragm, middle back, thoracic and lumbar areas, your ribs, the bottom of your lungs. Notice if you have less breath than you could, and breathe. And just put love into that whole area. Gently and delicately weave all the love you have and all the love you are inside and outside, all the way through. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Bring your consciousness up a little bit more to your breasts and chest, collarbones, tops of your shoulders, to the points of your shoulders, shoulder blades, upper ribs, that whole thoracic area, the bones, the fluids, the air. If there are any injuries or ailments in that area, bring your consciousness there, inside and outside. And put love into the upper part of your torso. Breathe that in, and breathe that out. Bring your consciousness to your upper arms, right arm and left arm. Feel your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, thumbs, fingers. Be aware of the miracle of how all of these pieces of your body move, how they are all connected. Let your consciousness enter into the muscles, the veins, and the arteries, all of the capillaries, the sheaths surrounding the vascular system, and the flesh that holds it all together. If you have any injuries or ailments there, focus on those. With your attention on your body from your shoulders to your fingertips, right and left, left and right, inside and outside. Put love into that part of your body. And breathe that in and breathe that out. Move your consciousness up from your collarbones into your throat and your neck, the hollow of your throat and the ridges in your throat, the lower part of your tongue that's actually in your throat, the muscles that run through that region other than your tongue, your esophagus, the air chambers going through to your lungs, the miracle of that. Focus on the top of your spine, that whole cervical area, and the tippy top of your lungs, the bones, the muscles, the arteries. If you have any ailments or injuries in that part of your body, previous or current, focus on that. Be conscious of this part of your body, inside and outside. And put love in. Put love in. Inside and outside. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Bring your consciousness into your mouth and jaw, your teeth, your gums, the part of your tongue that goes from the throat to the tip of your tongue, your nasal passages, the occipital bones, your ears, the little bones in your ears. Focus on the blood vessels, the hairs in your ears that make hearing possible, the hairs in your nose that filter things out, your eyes, both eyes, right and left. Focus on the inside of your skull and the skull itself, the hair that is on your skull, inside and outside. And put love in. Put love into that region of your physical body, inside and outside. And breathe that in. And breathe that out. Notice if there is any area of your body that is not okay with you, from an injury or a surgery, from an illness or from pain, a blemish, cellulite. Perhaps a scar, from too much weight or not enough weight, from too much muscle to not enough muscle. Whatever it is about your body that lives like it's not right, in your opinion, simply notice what there is. Left side and right side, inside and outside, and simply put love into that part of your body or those parts of your body. Breathe that in and breathe that out. Now, take a deep breath in and hold that breath. Consciously put love into the breath and allow that breath to feed your body. Blow the air on the way out and put love into the exhale. Put love into the incoming breath. Hold that as it fills your body. Let that love-filled air feed your body. Allow that love-filled air to oxygenate you. Love going through your lungs to all of your blood and every piece of your body, and sniff in a little bit more love-filled air. And then release it. Release the breath and put love into the exhaled breath. And one more time. Take a deep love-filled breath and hold it. Put even more love into that breath. Allow that love to circulate throughout the entirety of your body. Sniff in just a wee bit more air and hold that. Placing more love into that breath. Release your breath, putting love into the exhale, and just let it go. And as you are ready, gently open your eyes and allow yourself to be present in your body, where you are, as you are right now. Okay, take a deep breath in. Give a deep breath out. And bring to mind the person or the issue that you were thinking about before we began this meditation. And just notice in your body, do you feel the same way that you did before? And notice emotionally and mentally, is it the same or has something shifted? And what's that like? Okay. Put love in. Put love in where love is. And put love in where love is missing. It will literally change the world. So I have comments from, I'm so sorry, I'm afraid I'm going to butcher this name, but it says Oleo Oluwatife, Senator. It just set off my Alexis. That's pretty funny. Excuse me, Alexis, off. So I apologize. I don't know who you are, but you are welcome. We used to have these banners that gave you contact information. You're welcome to email me directly, something about getting an accurate reading. And so happy to work with you. The best way to reach me is info@zoeticworkshops.com. Again, that's info@zoeticworkshops.com. And oh, there you go. Thank you, Bill, for putting that up. You're the best bro ever. Okay, so info@zoeticworkshops.com, and there's the phone number that you can call. I will not be in the office for a couple of days, but you're certainly welcome to call and leave a message. I will call you back or email me. And I'm going to take a break for my holiday, and it's Yom Kippur. I'm Jewish. So you can email me and at info@zoeticworkshops.com. I will email you back. I will remember this name, that is for sure. And just let me know how I can help you. Okay. That's it. I really wish everybody here a truly love-filled day. May you have a week that is filled with quiet and loving introspection. May you authentically identify whatever genuine misdeeds or wrongdoings you have done and forgive yourself. Also, forgive those around you as if they were already forgiven, and you too. And then find a way, if you can, to bring yourself into feeling at one, so that you are indeed at one. Ask anybody who only they can basically forgive you for anything you may have said or done, but that includes yourself. And if anybody asks, give them absolute absolvement from any wrongdoings or misdeeds. May you find yourself by the end of the week in a state of being at one, inside of at one-ment. And may you know that who you are always was, and ultimately can only be love. Have a truly blessed day and week.